Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Heny from Institut Teknologi 10 November, Indonesia. I will present to you about my paper entitled Detection and Counting Bacilli tuberculosis images using classical image processing and deep learning. And here is my promoter and co-promoter, Prof. Kastim Fatiha, and also Mr. Rianto Sigit. Okay. The introduction of this research is tuberculosis has been known as top 2 murdering disease worldwide after AIDS based on WHO's global tuberculosis report, especially in Indonesia. Bacilli detection is done by identifying them in sputum samples using manual microscopy, and then analyzing sputum smears for TB diagnosis can be a long and imprecise process. Unfortunately, based on our reference, it taking between 40 minutes to 2 hours depending on the infection severity. So from this problem, we want to compare about classical image processing and also deep learning to evaluate their performance. From this case, classical image processing involves HSV thresholding and also morphological operation, while deep learning using YOLO 5 version. So in 2018 and 2019, Bain et al. And El Melody et al. Use faster RCNN model for this case. The precision score of this paper is 82.6%, better than other methods such as SPA, KNN, QGA, and also LDA. And in 2023, Yonghong Li et al. They use fusion method between YOLO 5 version and also ASRGAN, Enhanced Super Resolution Generative Adversarial Networks, with MAP score 0.859. This research shows better result than YOLO 5 version with MAP score 0.834. And this is my research hypothesis. Deep learning is better than classical image processing because I found that classical image processing struggles with detecting bacteria that are touching or overlap. And then this is the methodology. At this image, this is the input image, and then we go to RGB to hue, saturation, and value converting, and then we go to HSV thresholding. And after that, we improve the image by morphological operation, and then I doing some detection and counting bacilli using age detection, and also I add a rectangular object to count how many bacteria that display in this image. So this is the output image that we can see. And then this is the methodology for deep learning method. In this case, I use a YOLO 5 version. From dataset, I use online dataset or public image, contain 1,200 images. And after that, I'll do image annotation manually because the dataset couldn't give the annotation one. And then this training data conducted by YOLO 5 version. And after that, I go to testing data. Input image for testing data, we collect from hospital. I have 10 images for testing data, and then we can see this final result. We can see the bounding box and also value confident. And this is the implementation for classical image processing. The left one is the result of age detection. I use Heny age detection in this case, and this is the result for detection and counting. And this is the result implementation of deep learning YOLO 5 version. The MAP level is 0.84 at the end of the epochs at 161 epoch, and this is the loss value graphic. Okay, this is the result of testing data from the 10 images. The error counting from classical image processing is still a huge, about 40.41%. This is caused by overlapping bacteria that show in this image. But the yellow 5 version show better result. The accuracy counting is about 86.09%. So we can see that in this table, the yellow 5 version can give the 100 accuracy in 6 images. So this is the result. The left one in the right circle, we can see that the touching bacilli that classical image processing just detect 2 bacteria or 2 bacilli in this image. But the other hand, on the right image, we can see the yellow circle. The yellow 5 version can give us the better result. So we can see that the yellow can detect about 7 or 8 bacteria in this image. So this is the conclusion. The classical image processing gives us the accuracy counting 59.59%. This method cannot overcome touching bacilli or overlapping bacilli. While the deep learning, in this case I use yellow 5%, the accuracy is 86.09%, and yellow 5% can count touching bacilli. So this research can be further improvement by increasing the learning data set, especially with several TB patients, the +2 and also the +3. So this is my ending presentation. I would like to thank Beasiswa Pendidikan Indonesia, BPI, and also Pusat Layanan Pembiayaan Pendidikan or Puslabdik, BPPT, Balai Pembiayaan Pendidikan Tinggi, and Lembaga Dana Pendidikan Tinggi LPDP for their continuous support in this research so that this paper can finish on time. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the talk. It's just an interesting name for this TB research. Okay, my question is about the data set.
Yeah, data set.
You apply this YOLO and the other detection methods on some data. So the data sets come from your group or is it from a public data set?
Yeah, the data set for YOLO 5% from public data set. I get it from Kaggle website.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions from the audience, please?
Yeah, question.
Yeah, there's one question from the audience.
Thank you. Ooh, that's very loud. I think it's a very fascinating talk, very, very important topic. Would you mind just going to the results slide? The slide that had the results on it, comparing the two methods on your test data set of 10 images, I believe it was. The table in blue, yeah. Awesome. So it looks like, it looks like you get universally the YOLO approach only makes things better. No, it's worse on a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any understanding of why that is? Why is it? Because there are several where they're both good or they're both bad.
Yeah.
There's one instance at least where YOLO's worse. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you understand why that is?
Yes, I get it. Okay. The worst case, maybe it's because the image annotation process. So the bacteria is too sensitive, and we can see that if I don't give annotation in corner or in this corner, so the real data set or the real data testing cannot detect. Yeah.
Okay. So you think it's mistakes in your annotation of the
Yeah, I
public
think
data
that's
set?
so because the annotation I do it manually. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, thank you very much. Any other questions here? If not, then we finish this section, isn't it?